Good morning, everyone. Today is May 1st. Temperatures are starting around 60 degrees this morning and it's supposed to get up to 80 this afternoon. I have just a couple of hours to myself this morning while my girls are out doing their own thing. So I'm gonna get out and see if I can find some snakes moving while the sun warms things up. Ornate because it doesn't have the ridge down the middle. It's got a bit more of a flat top and shell. See, now this is a three-toed box turtle. They have that line, that ridge down the middle. That's what I was talking about that ornate did not have earlier. Just saw a snake, but I don't think I'm gonna get it. He took off. I think he took off into the weeds here. Looked like a big ribbon snake, maybe a garter. Oh wait, there it is. Periscoping. Nice big garter. Hey, look at you. Yeah, that's a nice colored one too. I know you're gonna bite me and musk me like crazy if I pick you up, aren't you? Oh. Look at that guy. All right, I'm gonna let him go. Very nice looking. I'm tempted to get my camera out and take some pictures, but I'm not really in an ideal spot. So, just spotted this rat snake in somebody's driveway. Nice big guy. That way. So we found a really interesting situation here. This turtle's foot is stuck inside that one's shell. Box turtles close their shell up, and he's stuck. You can't get it out until that one decides to open up. So we're gonna go off and leave him alone. So this guy's got a cracked shell too, but he seems to be doing all right. So I'm gonna leave him alone so that one will open up and set him free. Well, I got dogs barking at me as usual. Not finding a whole lot else, but there's a nice big old bullfrog. I've got a pretty nice looking northern water snake here. Very colorful belly. A little cranky because I disturbed him from the meal he was trying to eat. I don't think he was going to get it down anyway. It was a carcass of a fish that had been cleaned, but it was way too big for him. Alright, he's a little bit calmer now. See that nice gray and reddish brown. Nice belly pattern. Alright. Go find your carcass and start eating it again. Actually, right out there, carcass of a crappie was what he was trying to eat. I don't think there's any way you'd get it down, buddy, but you can go try. brown snake. Yeah, come on.
He's only a brown snake?
Yeah.
Little brown snake.
Oh.
It's a brown snake.
Oh, wow.
He was like camouflaged in the middle of the road.
And I found this. This is a blotched water snake. It's a subspecies of the plain belly water snake. See the plain belly? All right, well, there he is. He's not going to stay put for long, I don't think, but this is only the second one of these I found. First one was last fall because I had never really herped within their range before. There's a little in situ shot. I just found this piece of cardboard here. Little roadside abandoned shed type thing. I found a yellow belly racer. I'm gonna grab him here. Nice belly on that guy. He's trying to bite me, can't figure out where I am. Yeah, don't bite yourself. Don't bite yourself. Alright, same place as the racer. Found this tin. That thing was on top of it. Saw a snake shed. And I looked over here. Saw this guy tucked down in. Look at that pretty thing. Hey, yeah, I think it's beautiful. And beautifully biting me. That thing is ridiculously gorgeous. And ridiculously disgusting. Musking all over. Nope, there he is. Unfortunately, my flash for my camera isn't working. I was going to try to get some good pictures of him, but that is one nice looking snake, especially from Missouri. I've seen them like this in Kansas, but this is probably the nicest one I've ever seen in Missouri. Hey, hey, what do we find?
Garter snake, red-sided garter snake, and it musked.
A red-sided garter.
What are those things on its chin? Is that just musk?
Yep, drips.
I was like, does it have bumps?
Look at this guy. Hang on. He's got a weird shell. Weird bumpy shell.
Oh, cool.
What do you think about that?
Is it okay?
I don't know. It just grew weird. It's a three-toed box turtle. He's got that ridge right there. See that?
Oh, yeah.
But man, that's strange. It's a pretty face. All right, we got a little bit of a daddy-daughter afternoon today, and we're checking out a glade. We were going to do some road cruising today, but the weather didn't quite cooperate. It's only maybe 60, maybe upper 50s, and overcast. Good day to look under rocks at the glade. So I think this is a rock that we found something under last year, so I just want to record flipping it just in case. Oh,
Ooh,
look at that.
Is it the same one?
I don't know. That is a pretty cool flip clip. I did not flip this rock prior to see if there's anything under it. All right, but we'll take it. I mean, we're not gonna take it, but we'll take pictures of it. Sweet. All right, that was a nice surprise. We had just gotten here, and 2 years in a row, last year right around this time, I think. Maybe it might have been a little earlier. We got a milk and a king snake under that same rock. My friend Joe and I, so I don't know if it's the same milk or not. I'm gonna have to go compare the pictures. Okay, milk number 2. He's passing out. Looks like he's got a little bit of a meal in him. Eaten not too long ago. Hey, come on. This guy is a trip. He's rearing up and striking at me. His face looks a little rough. A little bit of scarring or something, but it's looking kind of plump. He looks thicker and healthier than the other one otherwise. Also looks like he needs to shed pretty soon. It's warming up with the sun coming out. The only 2 snakes we've seen so far have been milk snakes. That's not usually the ratio, although it's not one that I mind. Ooh. King snake.
Nice. You're finding lots of good snakes too.
Yeah. 2 milks and a king. And no ringnicks.
That's weird.
I wonder if they all got eaten. All right, this guy is just going into a shed cycle, looks like. Well, you can tell it's a very good looking snake. It's got that tiny speckling on top. I said he's a little bit dull because he's getting ready to go into a shed cycle, it looks like, but it's all right, we'll take it. Well, good morning. The clips you just saw were pretty much highlights of stuff that I found during the month of May. All pretty local stuff, close to home. I did take the Kansas trip during May as well, which I put out as its own set of videos. If you haven't seen those, you should go check them out. We found some pretty cool stuff. But today is now June 4th, and I have a day to get out and pretty much look for snakes all day. This is probably the last one of those I'm gonna get before things get too hot, because summer's about upon us. In fact, today it's supposed to get up to about 80, 81, 82 this afternoon. It's a little too much on the warm side for me when it comes to glade herping, which is what I'm gonna be doing. But I don't know, maybe because the last few days were a little cooler than that. Hopefully some stuff will still be kind of near the surface. But yeah, I'm just kind of hoping for one last hurrah when it comes to that. So I'm checking out an area today that I discovered earlier in the spring, back in April. In fact, one of my videos that I posted already has some clips of a couple of milk snakes that I found here. And that was only in about a half an hour of looking on the glade. I only hit 1 glade that day, and not even the whole thing, and I found 2 milks. And there's about 4 or 5 glades here that I'm gonna try to hit them all today. If my knee holds up. I've been having a little knee trouble, but and there's like miles in between a couple of these glades, so we'll do what I can, and my goal is to just see how many milks I can turn up. First little semi-glade area. I think there's a little bit more over that way, but first snake is a western worm snake. It's very much in shed. Nope, I didn't get the flip clip, but there's an in situ. Exactly what I'm looking for, red milk snake. Very nice color. Stay. I want to get a good look at you. This thing looks a little skinny. Needs to eat something. But very good looking snake. I like the deep red color. Whoa, there's a copperhead. All right, there's a copperhead I just flipped. I don't know if the flip clip will come out on the GoPro or not, being that I have it on top of the brim of my hat because I want the sun protection. That's cool. Milk snake and a copperhead on this first little glade. There's another western worm snake just under a random rock while walking through the woods. Oh, look at that. Hope that came out. There's another milk. Okay, there's milk number 2. Again, I hope that clip came out from my GoPro being on top of my hat. This guy's a little browner than the last one. The last one was kind of a nice deep red. It's a little more on the brown side, but still beautiful. Well, this is one of the large glade areas that I thought I was coming to. And I looked at Google Maps and I'm right in the middle of it. So I see evidence of burnt wood, burnt trees. So what probably happened, this was probably, there are some good rocks I can find, but this was probably a burned area, either a prescribed burn or just a wildfire of some kind at one point. And the satellite pictures were taken before that stuff all grew back in, but since then it's growing back up. So it's a little hard to navigate through. Got yet another western worm snake. Not sure if I'll show all these, but things are kind of slow, so I'm showing what I get. All right, got another species. This is a flat-headed snake. It's got a bit of a blunt tail. Really cool little snakes. Tarantula. Bummer. Oh. Yeah, I hope that came out. Another nice milk. So yeah, that's number 3. Come on, show your head. Well, this one has proven to be the most difficult of the 3 to photograph, but I think I got a couple that'll do. I think this is the largest of the 3. Anyway, time to let them go. Whoa. Copper. All right, I just flipped this big, beautiful copperhead. He's trying to figure out where to go. It's not going to stay put very long. So I don't think there's any way I'm going to get my camera out and take some good pictures, but beautiful snake, man, and it's big. Wish I could get some good shots if I'll try to get some phone shots. All right, well, Joe decided to come join me for some fishing and some herping. We found a big garter snake. He was just out on the crawl like that. Acting like an egg eater snake. So they do that writhing thing. All right, we just found a racer, yellow belly racer. All right, there we go. Get my camera to focus. Not a bad colored one. Give me that. Okay, we're back at the lake house. My dad just called me. We got some black rat snake breeding action going on. Interesting. No, it's 2. Here's a little 3-toed box turtle. These guys are always fun to find when they're small like this. Still up at the lake house, but we are about to head out, and that'll mark the end of our weekend. All right, it's now Monday morning after my weekend up at the lake house, and I'm just getting ready to go to work. I'm going to finish off with this if there is something to it, but we have wrens in our birdhouse in our backyard, but one wren has just been going crazy, scolding, and he's landing on the birdhouse and then flying to the tree, but he's not going in. And I have a suspicion that there might be a snake in there, so I'm gonna climb up there and check it out. I can't see anything from the hole. Let's see what happens when I take the top off here. Oh, look at that. I was right. Which means there's not going to be any babies anymore. What did you do? Well, unfortunately, that is how nature works. These guys got to eat too. I can feel the lumps in his belly. I don't know how many babies there were, but I imagine the mate and the babies are probably in there. It's a little sad, but again, that's how it works. These guys gotta eat too. All right, bud. Be careful, because some people in this neighborhood would kill you for doing that, and even not for doing that, just for being a snake, unfortunately.